NASA has been celebrating after engineers managed to fix their Voyager One probe.
Now, NASA says its Voyager One probe, the most distant man-made object in the universe,
is sending usable information to Earth again after months of spouting gibberish.
Well, Voyager One is now in interstellar space. It's 24 billion kilometers away from the Earth.
Voyager One, the spacecraft we sent soaring through space 45 years ago, has just made a discovery that could change everything. Deep in the endless void, it has detected what some are calling alien technology, and the US government has issued an urgent warning to the world. It is incredible that this tiny probe, drifting billions of miles from Earth, uncovered something so amazing. Could it be proof that we are not alone in the universe? Let us dive into the details and uncover the shocking truth behind this groundbreaking discovery that proves alien life is far more common than we thought. Voyager's bold leap beyond the solar system. Voyager 1 launched back in September 1977, during a time when NASA was riding high after the moon landing. This spacecraft, along with its twin Voyager 2, had a clear mission: study the outer planets, especially Jupiter and Saturn, and send back groundbreaking data. Both spacecraft faced incredible challenges, navigating through radiation belts, cosmic rays, and asteroid belts, yet they performed flawlessly. Their cameras and instruments delivered stunning images of gas giants, moons, and even distant Neptune's winds. Voyager 1's path didn't stop there, though. It ventured onward, leaving the solar system's planets behind, eventually crossing into interstellar space in 2012. Before we dive deeper, it's clear that what Voyager 1 has found is far more astonishing than anyone could have predicted. And this is only the beginning of what will shock you. Even after decades of travel, Voyager 1 has kept its systems running against all odds. Powered by a nuclear generator, it continues to send back faint signals to Earth, revealing the questions of the universe. Recently, though, it transmitted something unexpected. A strange, unexplainable signal that's unlike anything we've received before. NASA scientists are scrambling to figure out what it means. Could it be a malfunction? Or something far more extraordinary, like evidence of alien technology? To understand the significance of this, we need to revisit Voyager 1's mission. Initially, its role was to survey the outer solar system. It captured breathtaking images of Jupiter's swirling storms and Saturn's iconic rings. It flew past Titan, Saturn's largest moon, revealing its dense orange haze. Using the gravitational pull of these giant planets, Voyager 1 gained incredible speed, slingshotting itself out of the solar system. This trajectory eventually led it to interstellar space, a place no human-made object had ever ventured before. The region Voyager 1 now travels through is far from empty. It's a chaotic mix of particles, radiation, and magnetic fields left over from ancient stars that exploded long ago. Scientists call this the interstellar medium, and it's shaped by violent forces that are still poorly understood. Crossing the heliopause, the boundary where the sun's influence ends, Voyager 1 entered this strange domain. Its instruments began detecting new phenomena, offering glimpses into a region of space we've never explored. But the recent signal is different. It's not just data about particles or magnetic fields. Instead, it's something more structured, almost like a coded message. While NASA hasn't confirmed what it is, some speculate it could be evidence of an advanced alien civilization. Voyager 1's path has always been about exploration and discovery, but could it now serve as a messenger, bridging the gap between humanity and extraterrestrial life? Let's consider the possibilities. One theory is that Voyager 1 encountered a type of alien technology, perhaps a probe or communication device left behind by an advanced civilization. If true, this would be the most significant discovery in human history. It would prove we're not alone in the universe and that other intelligent beings have reached out, possibly long before we even existed. Such a find would force us to rethink everything: our place in the cosmos, our understanding of life, and even our future as a species. Another possibility is that the signal is natural but unusual, caused by some unknown phenomenon in interstellar space. The universe is full of unexplained phenomena, from pulsars and quasars to gamma-ray bursts. It's entirely possible that Voyager 1 has stumbled upon something new, a cosmic event or structure we've never encountered before. This would still be groundbreaking, as it would expand our understanding of the universe's workings. Of course, there's also the chance that the signal is a glitch or malfunction. Voyager 1 is an aging spacecraft after all. Its systems are decades old, and its power supply is dwindling. Yet its reliability over the years has been remarkable, making this explanation less satisfying. NASA engineers are meticulously analyzing the data to rule out any technical issues. As Voyager 1 keeps moving through space, its faint signal reminds us that its story isn't over, and the biggest surprises might still be ahead. A record of Earth's story in deep space. What makes this moment so thrilling is the sheer unknown. Voyager 1 is over 15 billion miles from Earth, a distance so vast that its signals take nearly a full day to reach us. It's traveling at a speed of 38,000 miles per hour, continuing its lonely trek through the galaxy. Even in its silence, it carries humanity's story, encoded on a golden record attached to its side. This record contains sounds, images, and music from Earth. A time capsule meant for anyone who might find it, whether in 10,000 or 10 million years. The golden record itself is a fascinating artifact. It includes everything from Chuck Berry's rock and roll to the sounds of whales and babies crying. There's even a message from then-President Jimmy Carter expressing hope that humanity will join a community of galactic civilizations. The idea of the record was both audacious and hopeful, a reminder of our curiosity and desire to connect with the universe. But Voyager 1's new signal raises a tantalizing question. What if the message it's carrying is now being answered? What if an alien civilization has intercepted the spacecraft, studied its record, and decided to respond? Such a scenario might sound like science fiction, but it's not entirely implausible. After all, the universe is vast and ancient, filled with countless stars and planets. The odds of intelligent life elsewhere are small, but not zero. If this signal does turn out to be alien in origin, it could mark the beginning of a new era for humanity. Imagine the implications. Collaborations with extraterrestrial beings, shared knowledge of advanced technologies, and a deeper understanding of the cosmos. But it could also bring risks. History shows that first contact between civilizations often leads to conflict or misunderstanding. Would we be prepared for such an encounter? And what would it mean for our future? Even if the signal is not alien, it's still a testament to Voyager 1's incredible path and the vision of the scientists who built it. This spacecraft has outlasted expectations, traveling farther than anyone thought possible. Its mission has inspired generations of scientists, engineers, and dreamers. Whether it's discovering alien technology or unveiling the questions of interstellar space, Voyager 1 continues to push the boundaries of what we know. As NASA investigates this strange signal, one thing is certain: Voyager 1's story is far from over. This little spacecraft, built in the 1970s with technology that now seems primitive, is still making history. It's a reminder of humanity's potential to explore, discover, and wonder. And as it travels ever farther into the cosmos, who knows what it will find next? The signal has sparked a wave of excitement and speculation. Scientists are analyzing every bit of data, searching for patterns or clues. Meanwhile, the public is captivated by the idea that we might finally have evidence of alien life. This moment feels like a turning point, a chance to answer questions that have haunted us for centuries. Are we alone? Is there other intelligent life out there? And if so, what would it mean to meet them? For now, the signal remains unexplained, but one thing is clear: Voyager 1 has once again captured our imagination. Its path from the outer planets to interstellar space is a story of human ingenuity and curiosity. And as it continues to travel through the cosmos, it reminds us of the endless possibilities that await us out there. The universe is vast, strange, and full of wonders. Voyager 1 is our guide, showing us just how much we still have to learn. Even with all the answers Voyager 1 has given, this new signal could change how we see the universe and everything we thought we knew. Exploring the edge of the universe. When Voyager 1 rocketed into the cosmos in 1977, it was a bold step forward in our quest to understand the universe. This small spacecraft, armed with golden records and curiosity, marked the beginning of a new era in space exploration. Decades later, in 2012, It became the first human-made object to drift into interstellar space, followed by its twin, Voyager 2, in 2018. These milestones weren't just technical feats. They were humanity's first footprints into the uncharted expanse beyond our solar system. From studying the edges of the heliosphere to uncovering the questions of the interstellar medium, the Voyager missions opened a doorway to infinite possibilities. But space exploration didn't stop there. It only gained momentum. The 1990 launch of the Hubble Space Telescope was like giving humanity a pair of glasses to see the universe in stunning detail. Before Hubble, our knowledge of distant galaxies and nebulae was blurry at best. Suddenly, we had crystal-clear images of swirling galaxies, exploding stars, and otherworldly landscapes billions of light-years away. Hubble's discoveries were mind-boggling. It confirmed the universe is expanding, unveiled exoplanets, and gave us a peek into the early days of star formation. This one telescope transformed astronomy into a visual and data-driven science, leaving us in awe of the cosmos's grandeur. By the late 1990s, Mars became the hot topic in space exploration. Missions like the Mars Pathfinder and the Mars Exploration Rovers, Spirit and Opportunity, gave us front-row seats to the planet's history. These rovers trundled across Martian soil, uncovering signs that water once flowed there. The evidence of ancient rivers and lakes pointed to a time when Mars might have been more Earth-like, raising the tantalizing question of whether life could have existed there. Spirit and Opportunity kept going far beyond their expected lifespans, proving that even in space, endurance matters. Saturn and its moons stole the spotlight in the 2000s, thanks to the Cassini-Huygens mission. Launched in 1997, Cassini reached Saturn in 2004 and spent over a decade revealing its questions. The Huygens probe made history in 2005 by landing on Titan, Saturn's largest moon, and sending back eerie images of its alien surface. But it was Cassini's discovery of water ice plumes on Enceladus that truly captured imaginations. These plumes hinted at a hidden ocean beneath the moon's icy shell, making Enceladus a prime candidate for extraterrestrial life. In 2006, NASA sent the New Horizons spacecraft hurtling towards the dwarf planet Pluto. After 9 years, it reached its destination in 2015, providing humanity's first close-up look at this icy world. Pluto turned out to be far more complex than anyone expected, with towering mountains, vast plains, impossible underground oceans. New Horizons didn't stop there. It continued into the Kuiper Belt, studying ancient objects like Arakoth and shedding light on the early days of our solar system. The 2009 launch of the Kepler Space Telescope was a game-changer in the hunt for planets beyond our solar system. Kepler scanned the stars, uncovering thousands of exoplanets, many of which orbit their suns in zones where liquid water could exist. This expanded the search for alien life, suggesting that habitable worlds might be far more common than previously thought. For the first time, the idea of other Earth-like planets felt not just possible but probable. Fast forward to recent years, and humanity has set its sights on returning to the moon. NASA's Artemis program plans to send astronauts back to the lunar surface, aiming to establish a long-term presence there by the mid-2020s. But the moon isn't the final destination, it's a stepping stone. By practicing survival and exploration techniques on the moon, NASA and its partners hope to pave the way for future crewed missions to Mars. While government space agencies have led exploration for decades, private companies like SpaceX have entered the scene, shaking things up. Founded in 2002, SpaceX made headlines in 2020 when its Crew Dragon spacecraft became the first privately developed vehicle to carry astronauts to the International Space Station. With plans for Mars colonization and reusable rockets, SpaceX has redefined what's possible in space travel, showing that the future of exploration might be a team effort between public and private sectors. The International Space Station, ISS, continuously inhabited since 2000, remains a cornerstone of human spaceflight. This collaborative effort between NASA, Roscosmos, ESA, JAXA, and CSA has been more than just an orbiting lab. It's a symbol of global cooperation. From testing new materials in microgravity to studying the long-term effects of space on the human body, the ISS has paved the way for future missions deeper into space. In 2021, the James Webb Space Telescope took over where Hubble left off, becoming the most powerful space observatory ever built. JWST's infrared vision allows it to see through cosmic dust, unveiling the birth of stars and galaxies. It's even capable of analyzing the atmospheres of exoplanets, searching for signs of life. With this telescope, we're not just looking at the stars, we're uncovering the universe's most profound stories. As space exploration advanced, so did our awareness of potential dangers. Missions like OSIRIS-REx, which collected samples from asteroid Bennu, aimed to better understand near-Earth objects. These samples could help us devise strategies to deflect potentially hazardous asteroids, ensuring our planet's safety. Propulsion technology has also made strides. Solar sails, which use sunlight for movement, have shown promise for long-distance, fuel-efficient space travel. Such innovations could one day carry us to the stars. Space exploration remains a global effort. The European Space Agency's Rosetta mission landed on a comet. China's Chang'e program has brought back lunar samples, and other nations are contributing to the collective pursuit of knowledge. Together, humanity is reaching further than ever before. The ultimate goal remains Mars. Whether through NASA's Artemis program or SpaceX's ambitious plans, the red planet represents the next great leap for humanity. With each step, we're building the tools and knowledge to make interplanetary life a reality. In just a few decades, space exploration has taken us from the edge of our solar system to the depths of interstellar space. It's a path driven by curiosity, innovation, and the unshakable belief that our place in the cosmos is waiting to be discovered. The steps we've taken in space show us what's possible, and now we turn to Mars, a planet that has always caught our attention. A world with a hidden past. Mars. The big, dusty red rock floating out there in space has been catching human eyes for thousands of years. People have always been drawn to its reddish glow in the night sky, wondering what it could be. Early astronomers looked at it through their basic telescopes and noticed it wasn't just another point of light. They saw ice caps at the poles and even changes in its surface over time. These changes sparked wild ideas about what might be going on over there. Was it Earth-like? Could there be life? Fast forward to the 20th century, and humans got serious about finding out. The United States and the Soviet Union decided they were going to see Mars up close, launching mission after mission. But let's be honest, those early efforts were rough. Rockets blew up, spacecraft missed their target, and some just stopped working halfway there. Still, every failure taught us something new. It wasn't long before we had our first real success. In 1965, NASA's Mariner 4 flew past Mars and sent back pictures. Those images? Not exactly inspiring. Craters everywhere, no green fields, no canals, just a cold, rocky desert. But instead of giving up, scientists leaned in even harder. The Viking missions of the 1970s took things to the next level. These weren't just flybys. NASA sent 2 orbiters and 2 landers to Mars. The landers touched down and started doing experiments, trying to find any sign of life. Spoiler alert, they didn't find any. Still, those landers gave us an incredible view of the Martian surface and taught us a lot about its atmosphere and rocks. It was clear by then that Mars wasn't some lush paradise, but that didn't stop anyone. If anything, it made us even more curious. How did a planet that looks a bit like Earth end up so dead? In the decades that followed, technology kept getting better, and so did our Mars missions. The Mars Pathfinder mission in 1997 brought us Sojourner, the first rover to explore the Martian surface. It wasn't much bigger than a microwave, but it proved we could drive around on another planet. Sojourner sent back pictures and analyzed rocks, showing us Mars up close like never before. This little rover paved the way for what was to come next. In the early 2000s, NASA doubled down with Spirit and Opportunity, 2 rovers that were supposed to last only 90 days. Spirit struggled after a while, but the Opportunity just kept going and going, surviving for nearly 15 years. These rovers found solid evidence that liquid water once flowed on Mars, a game changer in the search for signs of life. If water was there, maybe life was too. It made Mars seem less like a dead rock and more like a planet with a story to tell. Orbiters have been just as important as the rovers. The Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter, launched in 2005, has been snapping high-resolution images and gathering data about the planet's climate and terrain. Its work has helped scientists pick the best spots for landing future missions. And it's not just the US doing the work. The European Space Agency's Mars Express has been studying the planet since 2003. One of its big discoveries? Methane in the atmosphere. On Earth, methane usually comes from life or volcanic activity. On Mars, it's a big question mark, but it keeps hope alive that something might still be going on there. Then there's the heavy hitters like NASA's Curiosity rover, which landed in 2012. This rover is like a rolling science lab. It's been digging into the ground, analyzing rocks, and even finding organic molecules, which are the building blocks of life. Curiosity also discovered that Mars once had lakes. Imagine that. Long ago, Mars might have been wet and maybe even a little warm. It's like peeling back the layers of a planet's history, trying to piece together what it used to be. The latest star of Mars exploration is Perseverance, which landed in 2021. This rover is on a whole new level. It's looking for signs of ancient life and even collecting samples to send back to Earth. Plus, it brought along a little helicopter called Ingenuity. This tiny drone has been flying around, proving that powered flight is possible on Mars. It's a big deal because future missions could use similar drones to explore hard-to-reach places like caves or cliffs. Humans on Mars? That's the dream, and it's starting to feel less like science fiction and more like a real possibility. NASA is aiming to send astronauts to Mars in the 2030s. They're working on technologies for long space trips, life support systems, and habitats that could survive Mars's harsh conditions. But it's not just government space agencies getting in on the action. Private companies, especially SpaceX, are making big promises. Elon Musk wants to put people on Mars and eventually create a self-sustaining city there. SpaceX's Starship rocket is being designed to carry both cargo and humans to the Red Planet. It's ambitious, to say the least. Other countries are stepping up too. China's Tianwen-1 mission, which arrived at Mars in 2021, includes an orbiter, a lander, and a rover named Zhurong. It's been sending back data and images, adding to what we know about Mars. India's space program also had a successful Mars mission with its Mangalyaan orbiter. The race to explore Mars has become a global effort, with each country bringing something unique to the table. Could Voyager 1's discovery be the breakthrough we've waited for? Or is the government hiding something far bigger from us? Share your thoughts and don't forget to like and subscribe for more.